There are multiple links throughout the software for downloading products. You see right here's one. If you go to the start menu and go to catalog, there's a link here. Oftentimes where you'll be doing this is in the product explorer. When you're out here, right up on the ribbon, you'll see in the details library section a download button. And when you click that, it'll open a window here that will allow you to download data directly from DTools. What you see over here on the left is a listing of all the manufacturers that are available for download. You'll see some that have red icons, some that have green icons, and the difference is the green icons are manufacturer partners of DTools, and the red ones are not. So they're non-partners, and that requires our data subscription service in order to be able to download those. If you don't have the data subscription service, it will look like this when you're seeing the list over there. They'll all be green. They'll partner data that is available to everyone. This will also be grayed out if you don't have the data subscription option with your software licensing. So I'll uncheck that. Go back to the full list here and just do a quick search here. And as you're searching, it's filtering down. And so what I'm looking for here is says Screen Innovations. And when you click on a manufacturer, if they're partners of ours, there'll be a little partner info page that pops up here. You can also jump right over here to the search results if you'd like. In this case, the only categories here are screens. That makes sense. But you could filter down further if you wanted to subcategories out here, or just start searching out here for particular model numbers. If you'd like to search within just a particular manufacturer that you filtered to, make sure you click this radio button here, do a quick search for what you're looking for, and it will narrow this list down. Right now, there's 203 pages because the default display here is 10 records per page, but you can change that to say 50 per page. And then the pagination numbers will change here, but you can, again, download what you sell. It's a good idea to go through and pick just, the products you actually sell. If you wanted this one, say, and then either holding shift down or control, you can select multiple. So if I want this one and this one, you can then just drag these over here to download them. And these will now download to your catalog, and you can edit them directly here. If you click this, this will open the product up in your catalog, and it's ready for you to make it your own, meaning come here, verify the descriptions, take the price tab options here and set your cost, set your unit price, verify the hours on this one. This is claiming 6 hours of install of the finished phase, and that's how the labor is intended to be charged. So, if you want to price this now, you can. Again, I'm just going to make up some pricing here. I'll say 6 hours. I think that's a little much. I think charge 4 hours install, and then of course that can be adjusted per project as needed. But anyways, that's downloading a product, and actually a little bit on editing a downloaded product. So we'll go back here though and talk a little bit more about downloading. Once downloaded, it will show as matched. It's matched in your database. New icon here simply means that it is new to you. It's not in your local database. When you see this column here and it says complete, that means an attempt was made to find dimensions on these. So that comes into play when you're doing elevation drawings in Visio or AutoCAD. And also some devices, not screens necessarily here, but complete will also mean like that inputs and outputs may be on the device for doing schematic drawings. So you'll see that more with partner data than non-partner data. So anyways, that's how you can go about downloading. A little bit more though about the features along the top here. You can choose to filter to show just complete products, but that will filter out a lot of them. There's a lot of products out here that aren't considered complete. They don't have dimensions on them. And like things like inserts, you don't want to necessarily use this filter because you may be missing out on stuff that aren't considered complete just because they don't have dimensions. Some products don't need dimensions. You can also decide to include discontinued products if you're looking for something for a legacy system. Also, when you are downloading out here, you have the options of what fields to download. The default is to download everything, but maybe you don't want to pull down the long description. You can leave that off if you don't like the big paragraphs that come down. Again, up to you. Now, the default here also is to mark new products as approved. So as I downloaded these were automatically set to be approved. You may not like that method. You may want them to come down as unapproved. And the unapproved item simply doesn't show up in general views to all users. They won't even see them unless they know to turn off a filter or on a filter for if they're adding to a project or something like that. And the intent of that is you've downloaded the data, you're keeping it less visible to other users until you verify it. You go through and set pricing and check the hours, or someone in your company does that. So you may want to do that, choose that option, or just make sure as soon as you download, go edit these items however you want to edit them. Set your pricing and all that. There's also this extended library out here. So if you click this, this will go out, and this has a ton of products out here. And these products we get from a third-party vendor named Eatalize. And I mean, you can see there's 3D glasses. The category listed here is just enormous. A ton of products. So if you can't find it in the standard dtools library, you may want to come here to try to find some other devices. But back here to the home tab, let me clear my filter out so all the manufacturers here are showing. The other thing you can do here, this little library button, is this library is referring to the dtools library, and the default is to display by manufacturer, but you might want to choose by category if that's your preference. And then from here, when you expand amplifiers, you'll see the subcategories that are available here. And if you're looking for a particular one, or just going to amplifiers, you'll filter down to all of the manufacturers that have amplifiers. It's going to be quite a few. You can see down here, and then you could further filter if you wanted to. So that's all just a preference on what your view is out here when downloading products.